Hello, in this one we're going to do a very quick time stretch effect. I'm going to make this one as quick and easy as possible. We're going to use OctaMED. It's going to be a very easy, crunchy, lo-fi, real-time time stretch. So I'm going to use OctaMED to stretch out the sample, but we're not actually going to we're not going to edit the sample at all. I'm going to do this in real time. So if I play this sample,
Calling all ravers.
calling all ravers,
Calling all ravers.
I could just play that as it is, and I could play it.
Calling all ravers. Calling all ravers. Calling all ravers.
Or I could repeat the sound.
Calling all ravers. Calling all ravers.
But when I repeat the sound just like that, then it's just triggering from the start.
Calling all ravers. Calling all ravers.
If I click onto here, you can see the sample.
Calling all ravers.
By the way, I'm playing this channel is going through an echo effect on my mixer. So it just sort of smooths things over a bit, whereas the drum channel here is not going through the echo effect. So this Calling All Ravers sample is this sample.
Calling all ravers.
What we can do to make a time stretch effect is to trigger this on the track here, on every line of the track, and as it's triggered on each line, we use this command, this 19 command, which is quite an apt number, I've just noticed, bearing in mind the Paul Hardcastle track 19 and all the work that was done with samplers on that track. This command 19 sets the start point of the sample. So when I play this, it sounds like this. I'll mute the drums. So there's that time stretch effect, and the reason that it's doing that is because as it's triggered on each line, this 19 command here, so what we've got here, just to reiterate, we've got E is the note that I'm playing this sample on. Hang on.
Calling all ravers.
So that's E,
Calling all
F, G.
ravers.
So E, and then we've got 3, which is the octave, and then we've got a number 1 here because this is instrument number 1, and then we've got 19 here, which is the command, the 19 command, and then we've got 2 digits here. These are the start point at which the sample will be triggered, and as you can see, this number here, these 2 digits are being incremented as we go through the block. So they're basically counting up once every line, or maybe every 2 lines. Okay, so as it goes through, instead of just triggering the sample from here,
Calling all ravers.
it's going to trigger it from there, and then there, and there, and there, and there, and then keep re-triggering it. So it kind of goes, when we play the block, the visual will just look like it's triggering from here, but it's actually moving along. I'll show you. It's really going like this. So that's what's happening. How do we do that? So the easiest way is to use, you can put all of these figures in manually, but the easiest way to do it, a shortcut, is to use the range panel here and the volume slide. So I'm going to mute this track, and I'm going to do the same thing here on this track. So I'm going to enter this sample once here, put it into edit mode, and then it's going to go into that track there. And then I'm going to move the cursor over here, and I'm going to put in a 0C command here, because C is a volume command. So I'm going to make a volume slide, but then I'm going to change the slide from volume to 19. There isn't a way to directly do a slide using the 19 command, but we can do it with the volume command, and then we can replace all of these with 19s. So instead of having to type in all these numbers, what we do is we put C00 here, and then we can go to the end of the block, or we can cycle back up the other way, and then we can put in a C here, and then we can type in 64, which is the maximum volume setting. Now, if I put this cursor on this track anywhere between the C64 and the C0, make sure it's in edit mode, come to the range panel and then click on volume, slide volume, then it will automatically add all of these C commands here, C0, 1, 2, and it's worked out a consistent transition from 0 to 64. It's done the maths for us and it's put all of that in. So at the moment that's going to change the volume. If I re-trigger this sound here, we'll see what's happening. So now I'm going to put that sound in on every step. And what will happen is that the volume will gradually fade up as that sound is re-triggered like this. So we'll have this sound of fading up in volume. So that's what I wanted to happen. That's what I expected to happen. That's not the end result that we want. So we want, instead of this to be affecting the volume, we want this to be affecting the start point. So we need to change all of these 0 C's here, all of the 0 C's to 1 9s. So then these values here will be affecting the start point of the sample. So if I put it into edit mode, make sure I'm in edit mode here, click this E or press escape so it looks like that, so it's highlighted. And then I'm going to press 1 and hold my finger on the 1 all the way down to the bottom of the block. And then I'm going to cursor over to the right using the cursor keys. So now I'm going to replace this column of C's with a number 9. So now on each line it has the command 19, and then it has those increasing values. So now when we play it, it should do the time stretch effect. Let's see. And it does, it works. And then I'm going to unmute the drum track. I'll take the echo effect off just so you can hear how it might sound just dry. It sounds quite harsh, dry. So then when I add the echo effect from my mixer, because these channels are going to one part of the one channel on the mixer, and these channels are going to another channel on my mixer. On my mixer, they're all panned centrally, but this one is a separate output to this one. So these ones can go to their own channel on my mixer, and they can have a delay effect or an echo effect or reverb or whatever I want to put on it. You could switch that sample for something else if you wanted to. Here are some fairly random vocal samples I've got. Let's find one that might sound good. So there you go. There's your shonky, cranky, crunchy real-time time stretch in OctaMED 4. See you again soon. Bye-bye.